Stop scrolling. What you're about to hear was not an accident. Somewhere, right now, a door is opening that you didn't ask for and didn't expect. And it opened the moment you clicked on this video. Before you go any further, do one thing for me. Type the word "ready" in the comments below. Not to prove anything, just to mark the moment your life shifted. Then subscribe, because what unfolds in the next 15 minutes is not a video you watch once and forget. It's a frequency you return to. You didn't find this by chance. Something in you has been waiting. Not for luck, not for a miracle, but for permission. Permission to receive without struggle. Permission to stop earning what was already yours. Somewhere along the way, someone taught you that money is complicated, that abundance has to be chased, fought for, deserved through suffering. That was never true. Money is not a reward for pain. It is a mirror of alignment, and alignment can shift in a single breath. Here's a question worth sitting with before we go further. When you think about money right now, what's the very first feeling that rises? Tension or ease? Don't judge the answer. Just notice it. That feeling is the actual signal your life has been responding to, far more than any amount of effort ever could. For years, spiritual teachers like Florence Scovel Shinn taught something that modern culture forgot. The world you experience is a faithful reflection of the beliefs you hold as true beneath the surface. Not what you say you believe, what you actually feel in your bones when no one is watching. She taught that the universe doesn't respond to hard work alone. It responds to conviction, to a word spoken with certainty. Joseph Murphy taught the same law from a different door. The subconscious mind doesn't argue with you. It simply obeys the pattern you feed it, day after day, thought after thought. And Neville Goddard went further still. He said the feeling of the wish fulfilled, held quietly and without doubt, is the single most powerful act a person can perform. Different teachers, different decades, one identical law. Consciousness moves first, circumstance follows. So let me ask you something else. Have you been asking for money? Or have you been arguing with the idea that you deserve it? Because those are two completely different postures. One begs, the other accepts. And only one of them actually works. Here's a small exercise. 30 seconds, right where you're sitting. Place one hand on your chest. Say quietly, either out loud or in your mind, "I am now open to receive." Just that. Notice if your breath deepens or tightens. Whatever you noticed, that's useful information. It's showing you exactly where the resistance is still living. There's a reason certain numbers, certain songs, certain videos seem to find you at the exact right moment. It isn't superstition. It's timing that consciousness itself arranges. When something repeats in your field, a number, a phrase, a feeling of déjà vu, it's rarely random. It's usually a signal that an old pattern is closing and a new one is being written. If you've been seeing the same numbers lately, or if this video landed on your screen at a moment that felt oddly specific, that's worth paying attention to, not dismissing. Now, a question for the comments, because I want to know where you're starting from. On a scale of complete tension to complete ease, how do you feel about money today? Answer honestly. There's no wrong number. The whole point of naming it is that you can't shift a feeling you refuse to look at. Let's talk about guilt for a moment, because it quietly sabotages more people than fear does. Somewhere, most of us picked up the idea that wanting more is greedy, that ambition is unspiritual, that asking for ease makes us shallow. That belief did not come from truth. It came from scarcity dressed up as virtue. Wanting abundance doesn't separate you from anything sacred. It simply means you're no longer willing to settle for less than what was always meant to flow through you. Prosperity was never rationed. It doesn't shrink when someone else receives theirs. It expands endlessly for everyone willing to stop blocking it. Here's the second exercise. And this one takes a little longer, about a minute, so give it the time. Close your eyes if you're somewhere you can. Picture yourself 24 hours from now, completely at ease, completely unbothered by any financial question. Not because you fixed anything dramatic, just because the tension quietly lifted. Feel that specific kind of calm, not excitement. Calm. that steady, unremarkable peace of someone who already knows they're taken care of. Hold that feeling for a slow count of 10 breaths. That feeling, more than any specific number or outcome, is the actual signal that shifts what shows up next. Notice something important here. We are not visualizing a mansion or a lottery ticket. We are rehearsing a feeling: security. That distinction matters because the subconscious doesn't respond to fantasy. It responds to emotional conviction. A calm nervous system speaks a language that anxious wanting never could. Let's move into something a little different now. A spoken declaration, not a wish, not a hope, a statement. Say these lines with me, either aloud or silently, however feels right for you. I release the belief that money is difficult. I release the guilt of wanting more. I accept ease as my natural state. I accept provision that arrives in ways I did not plan for. What belongs to me finds its way to me, without struggle, without delay. I am not chasing abundance. I am remembering it. Sit in that for a moment. You don't need to repeat it 10 times, or force it to feel dramatic. One honest pass, felt rather than performed, does more than 100 rushed repetitions. Here's a third question, and maybe the most important one. What would you stop doing today if you truly believed you were already provided for? Would you stop checking your bank balance out of anxiety? Would you stop comparing your timeline to everyone else's? Sit with that question. The answer usually points directly at the exact habit that's been quietly blocking your own flow. A short practical tip before we continue. For the next 24 hours, catch yourself every time you say the words, "I can't afford," or "it's too expensive," and simply pause instead of finishing the sentence. You don't have to replace it with anything grand. The pause alone interrupts the pattern. Language shapes belief far more than people realize, and most of us have been narrating scarcity on autopilot for years without noticing. Let's return to breath now, because this is where the real work quietly finishes itself. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Release for 6. Do that 3 times. With each exhale, imagine releasing a small, specific tension. Not a big dramatic fear, just the ordinary daily tightness around money that most people carry without realizing it's even there. Let it go. You don't have to know exactly how things will resolve. You only have to stop bracing against them. If something in this video has genuinely landed for you, if you felt even a small shift while listening, do one thing before you close this tab. Comment the words, "I receive it now," not to perform faith for strangers, to anchor it for yourself. Writing something down, even briefly, tells your own mind that the shift was real and worth keeping. And if you're someone who wants to go deeper into this, into Florence Scovel Shinn's teachings on the spoken word, into Joseph Murphy's work on the subconscious, into Neville Goddard's approach to feeling as the secret, stay close to this channel. Subscribe now if you haven't, turn on notifications, and come back to this exact video anytime you feel the old tension creeping back in. Alignment isn't a one-time event. It's a practice you return to, gently, without pressure, for as long as you need it. Before you go, one last thing. Wherever you are right now, tired, hopeful, skeptical, curious, all of it at once, you are allowed to feel calm about money today, not because everything is solved, because you decided, in this exact moment, to stop bracing for a fight that was never actually necessary. Take a breath. Let your shoulders drop. And however you'd like to close this out for yourself, do it quietly, without needing anyone else to witness it. You didn't need permission. You just needed to remember you already had it. Suggested tags: prosperity, abundance, manifestation, law of attraction, Joseph, Murphy, Neville, Goddard, positive affirmations, mindset, spiritual growth. The word creates. Want me to try saving this as a downloadable file again, or adjust the pacing, timestamps to match a specific video length?